Hey guys, it's Dustin here, the Pro Picker, here with a thrifting video for you guys. So this is 2 days of sourcing. Basically, it's my Wednesday and Thursday. So I bounce around between stores here, and you'll see a couple of the stores multiple times. And yeah, the first thing I see here when I get into the American Thrift is kind of something that you'd be like, hey, why are you buying this? I will tell you. So I see a copy of Guitar Hero for the PlayStation 2 for $2. Normally would never buy that. However, I have a stack of Guitar Hero guitars in my dev pile right now, so I figured I'd grab this to bundle with it. I'm listing all of those as part of the Stash to Cash challenge, where I'll be posting a video on that on Monday, where we go through our dev piles, myself and 14 other YouTube reselling people, and try to list all of our stuff and make more money. So that's kind of the whole jive with that. And so I do grab that because I figured it'd be good to bundle with one of the guitars. So yeah, after getting the copy of the Guitar Hero there, I do head over to basically my favorite part of the thrift, and that is the electronics area here. And just kind of take a quick look, making sure there's nothing cool in the CDs or remote section. Not too much has been added in here since the last time I've been. I do hit these thrift stores pretty hard. I'll be able to lighten up on it a little bit as yard sale season's starting to happen, but it is a slow start. It's still March, so pretty early in the yard sale season. Been to a couple so far. Looking forward to going to more of them. So I see this Nissan radio here, and it actually only comps out for like $30. And then there's a whole question mark: does it work? Am I gonna take the gamble on it? And I decide not to, because that's about $30 shipped. So yeah, I do put that back. Guys, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. We just hit 5,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for that. It's crazy. Really appreciate the support over the last couple months, guys. Thank you so much. Turn on the bell notifications to stay up to date with my most recent or newest reselling content. Please like the video, and I just dropped my pen. And I don't know what else. Comment below and follow me on Instagram at ProPickerOhio. So I do grab this Xbox 360 wheel. I wish it had the pedals. I think I'll get about 50-ish shipped for it, so not terrible. They are asking 10, which is a little high without the pedals. I'd rather pay 20 and it have the pedals than 10 without, but such is life. So just to show you guys real quick, on this controller, if you open up the side panel here, you'll see that it has the battery backing. And actually, it looks like this probably has never been used. It's just really, it's scuffed up some from storage. But yeah, if you look in here, it's good to check the contacts on them, but it's a wireless steering wheel, so that's just kind of how it works. And these shape ups here, I do pass on. You guys know I've been into those lately. It almost feels like it's like dry rot or something there on the foam on the side, so not going to touch that. But I do see this rock tumbler here, which we do have listed now. I believe it's around $40 is what we have that listed for. $5 here. It's going to be a little bit heavier, so probably gonna have to ship that out like UPS or something. And but it's a pickup at $5. Why not? I mean, it's pretty decent. It's newer merch, and well, it's brand new merch, so why not? So I do end up grabbing it, the Rolling Stones rock tumbler there. Kind of taking a glance around the showcase too, just to see if there's anything else that I might be interested in, but not really. So I do grab the steering wheel, the rock tumbler there, and then I see, and I probably could have passed on it, I should have passed on it, I grabbed this Red Door perfume. And by grabbing that, I'm not really going to make a ton of money. They wanted $4 on it, and it's honestly the smaller sizes, the testers really aren't worth that much for it. So I think that red door I'm going to make or sell it for like 12 shipped. If I have $4 in and it costs $4 to ship and there's $2 in fees, you could kind of see where all the profit's going away there. And so I'll recoup my money and make like $2 when it does sell. And it's that Elizabeth Arden red door. I don't think I'm going to have a problem actually selling it. So I'm not making my usual margins, but at least it's a mistake buy where I will profit. So that's not terrible. And it's small, so it's not like it's going to take up a lot of space. So I forgive myself. The other two I didn't buy, fortunately. And yeah, that's all I end up picking up at the first thrift of the video here. So I do head on out of the American Thrift. And onto the Goodwill here, and this one again, it's the one I've been putting back into rotation, and it's really because I'm starting to find stuff here on a consistent basis, which I really wasn't when I was going here a few months ago. And I feel like the prices, again, like I've mentioned, have dropped back into being a bit more reasonable. So you can see from here that there's new stock carts out. On the other side of that clothing rack off to the right, there's a big media cart out. Somebody's already looking at it, so that's why I didn't rush right to it. That, I guess it's kind of a wannabe Instapot there. Pressure cooker, it sold to somebody else, picked it up. With shipping and everything, it's just not valuable enough. But it's definitely a good deal. So I could see somebody buying that for, actually for the sake of using it. Or even if you were to try and flip it locally. And always taking a look at some of the things that might be hand painted. Ever since I sold all that Vallarta, definitely that was a good score for me. That's in one of my previous videos where I pick up a bunch of Pure 1 Vallarta hand painted dishes. And so this is a A-4-B Corningware. And it's the Spice of Life, I believe, which is so it's actually not blue corn flour for once. Now at the cash register, I noticed some damage that I didn't notice here. That's about a $50 piece shipped, and they only wanted $5, so it was a good deal. But unfortunately, like right around the edge of the lid, there was some broken off bit of the glass there, and I just don't tend to sell cheaper end glassware with damage. If it's higher end stuff, I might consider it, or if it's just a little paint imperfection or something, but like actual damage to the glass itself, I typically try to avoid. And the media cart, the guy skipped out on it, so I went over there to see what I could find. Now I see a lot of newer Disney DVDs right off the rip here. There's not a ton of value in those typically. I'm sure there's a few that are worth something. The CDs here, they're $1.99 a piece, so they'd have to be some pretty killer titles for me to shell out that much on CDs. And just seeing anything here that stands out, not the super common movies you see all the time, just not really interested in those. Just looking for standouts. I look at enough DVD stacks to where I can say, hey, that looks unusual. Let me take a look. Well, this is awesome. This is the Wind in the Willows and Willows in Winter combo pack here, guys. Over $100 in its condition. That is insane. For $2.99, guys, I'm listing mine for $124.99, and that's kind of based off of the other sold comps and other listings that are actually active right now. That's a crazy come up. I mean, it ships super cheap. It's so great. This is the Name of the Rose DVD, which I have listed for $19.99 now. Again, all the DVDs you see today, $2.99 a pop. That one's an old Sean Connery movie, so that's awesome. And then the Wings of the Dove here, I think I've got like 15 bucks on it. And again, that's not bad at $2.99, especially when you consider like I'm shipping it out media mail. So really great DVD finds here. But it continues as I find this Devdas, which is like an Indian, I want to say it's like Bollywood or something. I could be wrong. But it should fetch me about $20, $2.99 for it. So I go ahead and just pick up those DVDs there, and super stoked with the finds. And media is easy to list, it's easy to ship, it's just all around something that, you know, I'm happy to purchase. Because of insurance and everything, I will ship that Wind in the Willows priority. If you're paying that much, why not? You know, I can absorb the shipping, the extra shipping costs on that. But yeah, as you can see, I've headed into the Salvation Army on the tailwind of my victory there. And this All-Star Yankees signage, I look it up because anytime you see a stack of anything that could be a potential quantity listing, you should investigate, because those can be very profitable and very low labor because you only have to list it once, right? Unfortunately, I scan it and like there's none that are selling. The ones that are listed aren't listed for high enough, and it's just not going to be a good fit for me. So that ends up getting put back. I do see this Samsung subwoofer here, and this is another one that I do look up the model number, and it's just not moving for enough, unfortunately. So I do end up putting it back. It actually was priced pretty competitively. It's just, you have to really factor in that that's going to go UPS. It's going to cost more. I'm probably going to use two 12x12 boxes to even pack it. But then I see this Mr. Christmas here, and these are the Pathway Bell lights. This is definitely a BOLO item for you guys. This was marked at just $5. I think I'm going to get around $90 for it. So, yeah, good to go on that. Now, this is one of those things that might sell during the year just because somebody sees, oh, somebody has it listed, let's grab it up. But if it doesn't, it's going to move really quick in Q4. And I have no problem putting $5 into something to, you know, make a total of like $50 profit this year. I mean, that's a great return. So now that's all I did end up picking up at the Salvation Army, but one good buy, why not? It only took a little, like I was only in there like 15 minutes. So the next day, I head on over to the, back to the Goodwill again. And as you can see here, the new stock cards are stacked. So let's see what we can find. I do see some pots and pans there. I believe, I don't know, those are Rachel Ray's. There's not a ton of value in those from what I've seen. This Conair contraption is something that I do end up putting back. And then over here, I do see these Candela lights. Those are pretty cool. I see the 20 questions thing, that's by Radica there. The 20 questions deal, like with box, I think I'll get about 25 shipped for it. So that's not bad at $2.99. This case here is pretty cool, but I could not imagine the monstrosity of how much they're going to charge you for like dimensional punishment there on the shipping because of how long it is. Always checking the DVDs now, especially after that one grab. So I don't really find like major DVDs like that too often that are just like crazy. So for me, that was pretty exciting. This Samsung Blu-ray player with remote, total grab at what, $7.99. I think I'll get $40-50 for it shipped. The Candelas here I want to say I'm going to get $30 to $40 for those shipped. At $5, that'll work out for me. And yeah, just a super quick recap of my pickups here. It's just the 3 items. I do get the Candela. They're basically rechargeable lanterns, or what they call them. And they have little rechargeable docks. And the Samsung Blu-ray player, as well as the 20 Questions game, which I still need to test. But this store does take returns with receipt for 7 days. So I do have some time to test it out. I actually don't really have a high return rate to Goodwills. I like to think that most people throw away things that don't work as opposed to donating them. So I do go to the OG Goodwill. This is the one closest to my house and a post office. And I have, mind you, yes, this is 2 days of sourcing. I am deleting footage where I find absolutely nothing. So you might say, oh, you only went to 5 stores in 2 days. No, I went to more, or made more visits than that. It's just, you know, I'm not going to constantly show footage where I don't find anything, obviously. But while I'm looking around, I see this Keurig Hot reusable filter, almost always an insta sale for me. It's only 99 cents, so why not? And then they bring out a new stock cart where they have the NCR drawers. I have 2 of them listed right now for $49.99. I'll pick that third one up for $6 because I think it's cool, and I think somebody's going to come and swoop them right up. Perfect old flea market table, or you know, a place to display your knickknacks and collectibles. So somebody's going to want those. And this King Furby's insane. Like, I think I have mine listed for $70, and it's based off of sold comps, so $3.99 on that. This Homco Woodlands Butterfly Frog deal. I'll come back to a better shot of that in a second. I think I'll get about 35 to 45 shipped for mine. And they only had like $5 on it, so I thought it was really cool. The colors on it are amazing. And then on this new stock card again, it just keeps paying off. A perfect brownie, 25 to 30 bucks. They have 5 on it. It's brand new in box. I've sold brand new in box perfect brownies before. Never had a problem with moving them quickly. But yeah, as you can see, that Homco deal was really cool. The footage didn't look that great, but here's some of the dolls I do pick up, which I didn't really get a great shot of. This is a Barbie alarm clock from like the 70s, maybe? I don't remember, but it might be a little later. But I do plug it in to check it out. It was missing the windshield, which I didn't really realize, but we're still going to keep it and try and flip it for like 30 bucks shipped, so we'll do okay on it. A little more than I like to spend on a $30 item. But yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. So I think this was a pretty good couple days of picking here. A couple home runs, so pretty happy and stoked when you find those. Would have picked up that other bag the guy missed there, but my hands were full at the time. But please, guys, consider liking the video and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.